Alright everybody, I'm going to show you all what this fight was from the level of an Archon, a god, an angel, an archonic being, from looking and seeing the plane. I'm gonna even throw a little flat earth into this. Imagine that. I'm gonna throw a bunch of really strange things in here. And really we're gonna talk about magic. And you're gonna have to look through my most recent videos on the fight between Colin, or no, excuse me, his name's not Colin. It's Conor McGregor and Floyd Money Mayweather. And I extracted and diced up and showed you pieces of the pie, the puzzle, the physical, the phi. I showed you this in a few of the earlier works, and you can on this fight here. You can go into way earlier things that I did, and I'll show you further on magic, sigils, servitors, egregors, and god forms, and how creation takes place. This is a build-up to explain to you what this was and who these two entities are, and what an entity is, and what the mind is, and what a god form is, and what an archon is, what I am, and how this is shown to all of you on this physical reality plane. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna dip flat Earth into this. I guarantee it. And what the moon is. Okay, here it is. So Floyd Mayweather, he is symbolic of the moon. He is Floyd Money Mayweather. Money is the moon. The moon is what you'd call, some people would call it an artificial satellite. Other people would call it a natural satellite. Seems to be, to most people, it's a body floating 238,000 miles in outer space. Yet it's not. Yet it's a self-illuminating flat disk, magnetically held above flat Earth. Now, however this entire reality was constructed is irrelevant, but we can look at the moon and there's a few signs in it. I'm not going to go too far into all of that. Just go through the rest of I've done plenty of work on what the salt and what the moon is. But Floyd Money Mayweather, money is the word moon. Moon is Isis. Isis is the symbol for ISIS, which is the stick and the snake. It's what's wrapped around it. When you see a dollar bill symbol, the dollar is a symbol for Isis, which is TsarXen. It's a sine wave of the moon's energy. And I can tell you why, now it's so obvious why the conclusion of that fight was for the referees to stop it. There was no knock. There was nobody died. Nobody knocked out. Nobody really lost. It stopped in the 10th round, and I'm going to tell you why and how. And I did the math on this before, and I'll show it to you, because most people are mathematical minded. I can do it mathematically for you, or imagery for you. And I can do it magically, and I'll show you. It stopped in the 10th round. 1-0. It's duality. It's the split of the duality, which I gave you the full download on what a square and a circle is. The compass and the square, and why it's a ring, and the boxing ring. I gave that all to you already. I'm not going to do that again here. But his name is McGregor. He's an egregor, a fully autonomous being, such as an angel, demon, or other spirit. This is a level of complexity that they are no longer servants who work for you, but an equal that you partner with. he became partnered with the moon. The moon is, well, that's the great part of the great revealing is, well, what is the moon? People think it's so far away, but it's not. Money is, I mean, it's illusory. Money is an illusion. They told you it's a fiat currency. Fiat means, well, what is it? The world's in debt to who? How? Right? So, both of these two figures, which I explained to you as the two monkeys, the black monkey and the black monkey, or what you would call, see, this is why the monkey men went to the moon. This is why the derogatory reference to the melanated being is monkey man. But the one on the right there, Conor McGregor, wears a black monkey on his chest. And what's beneath the monkey? His name, and then there's a symbol of a lion, which is the sun. The monkey mind, the monkey moon, money, it's all wound up in there. It just didn't so happen. In the magical realm that we live on, which is a flat plane, the moon is symbolized by the money, which is Mayweather. He Mayweather. Floyd made the weather. There was a hurricane called Floyd. It's the weather. He makes weather. The moon is told to say, the moon makes the weather. It controls the tides of the sea, they tell you. The currency. They tell you the moon controls the sea. But here's the trick. The moon doesn't control the sea. It can't. It doesn't work that way. The sea is salty. The salt is the dead world. It's the cubical dead world, ruled by Saturn. And when I say ruled and I say Saturn and I say dead, I don't mean it's not worth anything. It has a purpose. It has a value. There it is. That's why the soil is brown. Brown people eat soil food, because they're of the earth. They're melanated. The sun illuminates and makes melanation. They tell you, no, the sun illuminates the moon. No, they're two different things that they have their own shine, their own light. Yet, there they are. Their own shine, their own light. But the disguise, the trickery, the illusion is in the egregor form. Everybody watched the circus. Everybody watched the show. The build-up, the silliness of the whole thing. I didn't check the fight out yet. I didn't look at it. Because it was just... it's for show. And the show is the moon, money, TsarXen, Isis. That's represented by the melanated soil, earth, density. And why did Mayweather win? How did he win? Because it was his production. Who put the show on? His production agency. You know he owns a production agency, right? He produced that fight in union with McGregor. He unified that fight with him, agreeing to end it by the black and white referee in the 10th round, the 1-0 round, that he would win, because it was called the money fight. It was the fight over the moon. The moon is associated with mama, but it's not. It's not. The moon is not your mother. The earth is. And your father isn't the sun. How could your father also be the sun? If your father is the father and the son, S-O-N, doesn't make sense. But what do you see on Conor McGregor's chest? You see the Hanuman monkey mind, the black monkey mind, over
his name, and then his name is over the symbol of the lion. The lion represents the sun. This is a fight between the imagery and the idea of the father and the mother. Adam and Eve. Fire and ice. Isis. The moon, which is cold and icy. It makes things cold. It has its own cold energy coming off of it. And the sun, which is hot and radiates heat. But the moon has ruled as a fake king for a long time. And the king, who's the king? Lion, represented by its hair. They were lying, though. The lion in the jungle. They were lying. Who's the king? Is it the sun or the moon? Well, and this is why there are sun cults and moon cults. There's the black and the white, and it makes the checkerboard. They're making the checkerboard. They're showing you masonry and magic in its highest form, and it's right there. And I'm telling you exactly how it works. But what controls all of that? All of it. The sigils that I've explained people how to make so you can help your reality out. Servitors, I never really explained too much on those, but you can go check out some of my earlier work. But those are what the minions are. Little minions. Those little meeseeks when you watch Rick and Morty. Then the next step up was the egregor. But then beyond that was the God form. But then there was something that created all of that. It's not the form of God. God doesn't have a form. God is everywhere. It's everything. But if you form God into something, God becomes I am. I am God. So try saying that. Say, I am God. I am Goddess. I am Supreme Architect, Archon, creator of all of this. And to show you that, we put a bunch of energy into a Masonic algorithm to show you on a fight that's illuminating for everyone an idea, a principle, a show of energy between the moon and the sun. Yeah, that's I'll stop it there for now. I'll get back to y'all later, but I hope you enjoyed the fight if you did watch. And if you didn't, see, nobody, you got to know, those two they're fucking high-fiving. They just made money. They made the physical universe. That's how it happened. They came together to create a show of the physical universe as the sun and the moon, because that's what it does. It shows you the flat stage of the world, which was created by L's. We took the word and threw an L in it. An Elohim. Hello. I'm him. I'm him. They threw an angel. An angle. An egregor. A moon, a sun. They put that there on this giant flat stage to show you something. We did that. I did that. You're doing that. Talk soon, y'all. Enjoy.